as it relates to using your sex appeal to sell, that has been going on for as long as I can remember. And the person that I would think about if I'm really going to use an example is Madonna. I emulated Madonna growing up as a child, because what she said to me in her representation was she's being authentically who she is. And I think that's where the superpower is. If it is that you're just putting on a sexy because you think it's selling and you just want to make some money, you're not going to do it successfully, and you're not going to do it for a long time, because it does require a level of authenticity to make it real and to make it profitable. Now, if you can fake the authenticity, that's a thing, but it has to come through, because people can tell if you don't want to be there and you're trying a thing. And that's not attractive, regardless of what you look at it and how you see it. So I have no problems at all with people using their sex appeal to sell whatever they're selling. And you said it, in your introduction, you mentioned that you're not that open-minded. I am. I am a very big fan of brothels. I think prostitution needs to be legal. I think that people need to be able to sell whatever they want to sell, as long as they're grown-ups and they're choosing it.
Where, as someone who tries to empower women to step into their sexuality with confidence, or as a woman who doesn't know where to start, begin, where this is concerned, let's say, where does plain Jane how does that process begin for her if she decides that, I'm tired of saying, Ati Shelly, see what I did there? I get noticed by the bosses, get noticed by the superiors, and then move ahead and realize that she might need to start playing that game. Where does that process begin?
Well, just now I spoke about authenticity. It has to be real. If you're just putting on an act to get to a goal, it's not going to be as easy to do. One, you're not going to be comfortable with doing it. Two, and three, the person who you're trying to attract or trying to manipulate with your sexy may not receive you, which is why authenticity is important. Now, as far as feminism and empowerment and all of those things are concerned, I am a feminist. I've identified as a feminist. Matter of fact, I didn't identify myself. One day, my father said something to me and I responded, and he goes, "Yo, you're a feminist." And I didn't know what it meant at the time, and I went and looked it up, and apparently I am a feminist. And what feminism means to me is the ability to choose. And choosing doesn't mean all feminists is going to be able to do the same thing and all of us want the same thing. It just means that I get to choose my life, Carla gets to choose her life, and the other women get to choose their life. And her life might look completely different from mine. So that level of authenticity must be there, because that is going to determine, one, how you present yourself, because people forget that sexy and naked are not mutually exclusive. You can be naked and not be sexy, and you can be fully covered and be hella sexy, like I am right now. I'm just saying, sexy is not just a feeling. Yes. So if you in yourself, you exude that confidence, and you know that you have as a foundation a level of authenticity and honesty about who you are, and have accepted who you are. If you're selling sexy, then it's going to be like grieving for you. But if you just sit down over here so bad mind, because you see one sexy lady over there, so all sexy in our seximent, and you feel like you want to be sexy too.
That's the point, because authentic, sure, that's all well and good, but the fact of the matter is, you still see Ati Shelly, who he's all the boss always.
No, but then we're talking about bad man.
The boss always ask her opinion. The boss always invite her in to come sit down and discuss the next move that the company is going to make, and it's because she was able to get herself noticed by using her.
But it just sounds like Shelly smart.
Exactly.
And Shelly know what she do. That don't sound like it's a sexy thing. Like, it don't just sound like it's a sexy thing.
So smart, yes, but so how plain Jane going to be able to use the same level of smart? How she going to be able to say, you know what Shelly at? I want to do it too, because
I don't know if that's the right example you want to use, because based off that example, it sounds like plain Jane if you go read something and study up and get herself ready to do the job. Because it sounds like what is being asked of Shelly has to do with what she knows and her abilities and not so much how she looks.